Hello, welcome to the Sunday Salad. You're watching my mix, and for those of you watching live, great stuff, good stuff. Thank you very much. Those of you catching on the rerun, thank you very much, and most of all, welcome downstairs, all single and on his own, Niels, and
Hello.
this way, Divan, and then
Hello.
that way we have very good friends of ours who have been very well traveled and all over the place and sort of like take care of us along over here. Hannes and Vanita, welcome to the Motley Mix Sunday Salad.
Hello, everyone.
May you be as tossed as what we are to have you here. Anyway, first of all, guys, for what we always ask for is please, please, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I forget to ask this and we get taken off. Like and subscribe and share the video because it's the only way that it actually really gets around and gets to get people seeing it. To the kiddies that are watching, don't forget you don't have school tomorrow. But otherwise, yeah, please like and subscribe. If you have any ideas or you would like to bring something to the table, if you'd like to be on the show or if you would like to give us a topic to discuss, or if you'd like to discuss the topic, doesn't need to be Cambodian, doesn't need to be South African, can be anywhere in the world, but please do join us or mail us at motlymix2020@gmail.com. So, Vanessa Benito, without ado, tell us a little bit about yourself so that everybody can know what we know about you.
Well, I'm married to Hannes. We've been married, almost 7 years? Yeah, almost 7 years. We're from South Africa. We've been in Asia, Southeast Asia, almost 9 years. So, yeah, we left South Africa 2013, and we sort of like...
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. And we decided, no, this is going to be a good thing to do. And yeah, so we've been to Thailand, China, Vietnam, and now we're in Cambodia.
Well, guys, there we go. If you need some info or whatever, I'm sure this will not be the last time that we have you on here, hopefully, unless you absolutely hate it so much. But
yeah, well,
so, you know what, guys? So there we go. Just use the email address as well if you do have questions for Hannes and Vanita, and maybe we can get them on answering those questions and that as well sometime. They have a lot of experience where they have worked throughout Asia. I think you've been in Thailand, you've been in Vietnam, you've been in China and Cambodia as such. So yes, that's a vast amount of land to cover as well. So yeah, don't forget you're watching the Sunday Salad. Divan, Niels, how's your week been, guys?
Well, we're done with the weekend. We're on holiday now, so
We're
we
Yeah. It's been a long last week.
It's been a long last week, yes. So what we decided is, because next week, well, Christmas is on Friday, and next week we will actually probably bring you more of a pre-recorded show on what we've done for Christmas. I know the ladies are all wanting to cook up a storm in the kitchens and everything like that. So they will bring you recordings and what they've done and how they put Christmas together and everything to that effect. Us guys are going to go and find a pub to relax at and just get out of their way. It's all the women want for Christmas. Okay? You can get out of their way.
Lamb roast.
We are going to comply. And what did you say, Divan? Lamb shank.
Lamb shank, yeah, lamb shank.
Okay, that'll be good. And so they will be putting together, and we'll put together our snaps and videos from Christmas Day and everything. So that's what we'll get to share with you next week, is all about what we cooked for Christmas, the wonderful cooking session that the ladies had, and what we did for Christmas. And we'll probably give you a couple of shots from last Christmas as well. Because this Christmas, unfortunately, COVID has taken its toll on the spirit of Christmas. And what we did, and it was all 8 of us. It was Divan and Sophia, Hannes and Vanita, Niels and Ilandi, myself and Ina. We went out to go and see if we could find the Christmas spirit in the form of lights in Phnom Penh here in Cambodia. And last year, I don't know, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe there were a hang of a lot more lights in Cambodia last year than we found this year. It was
way more.
quite scary because Cambodia actually, as far as I know, does celebrate Christmas. I don't think they celebrate the Christian version of Christmas, but they do celebrate the festivities and the festival of Christmas. Am I correct? Please, Vanita and Hannes, you guys have got far more knowledge here, so I'm counting on you to jump in and to steer us clear as well as we're going along the way.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yes.
from our kids in our class, I've had the kids counting down Christmas since it was 40 days to Christmas, and they were telling me about, hey, teacher, how many days to Christmas? I can't wait to get my presents. And while they've been at home now, they've shown me pictures of their Christmas tree that's up in the house, and yeah, they get into it.
Yes, so they're into it. It's just a pity that the city isn't as affluent as what I found it to be last time. But without ado, let's actually put in a little video here. I don't know, guys, shout stop. You can talk through it as well if you want to. That's
Are you the main Kunai?
No, I'm going to actually put the shared screen up there. I looked, VIP, very immense person, but no. There we go. I can hopefully get that video in there. And
Wrong one.
I'm going to do it like that. It's always nicer. But this is our little trip. So please, this is our little trip that we went through Phnom Penh to find the lights in the spirit of Christmas. And I think we found it, guys. I think we found Christmas. You know what? If COVID has put such a cap on things, I think there's still a heart for Christmas. So yeah, it's beginning to look like Christmas, guys. There we have the ladies, as you can see.
It's not the ladies, it's the nutcrackers.
Yeah. I will inform the rest of the ladies about that.
Yes. Note we separated them from our carriage.
Yeah. And we were talking about these guys that were hitting on us from the other carriage next door to us. So it was so cool that you guys wanted us. So
these real cool dudes. So there we go. We're all ready and packing up, and we're getting into the remorque tuk-tuks. As you can see, there's a little bike, a little thing, and we're off to find Christmas lights in Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Lundy busy blowing a kiss to Niels from that side there, and again. And as you can see, at first we were a little bit concerned because these streets, you know what, I think last year we had a lot more, a little bit of lighting and jovialness in the streets.
I can see Ina and Yolandi are going boss in the comments.
yeah.
Oh. We've got Ina saying, Hannes, I'm watching you with a two-line eyes. And who have we got on this side? Ilandi, at least we were not 3 meatballs and 1 string of spaghetti. As we were fondly referred to.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were worried about the balance of your tuk-tuk.
We kept it well grounded, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the streets were a little...
Streets were very quiet.
But there was a building, I don't know if it's a bank or it's a hotel.
No, that's a hotel close to the pool.
And we saw a Christmas tree. I don't know if you can see the mouse there, up in the window, and we got really excited.
Oh, okay. I
No,
didn't
that's
even-
Super Duper Road.
Yeah. And then we found Mazda. Now, last year, along here, was a whole sleigh lit up with a sled, with reindeer and everything.
Yeah.
But in the end, we found
That.
Christmas. They had their little,
It became very small compared to last year.
yeah, it has been a bit of a scale down, but it was still there. The heart was still there. That's a very beautiful little decoration that they put up.
Andre looking at the future Christmas presents he wants to get for his wife.
And then we went to a place. What is this place called? Little Lamb Hot Pot.
Little Lamb Pot.
hot pot.
Lamb Pot. Little Lamb
No, hot.
Hot
Hot Pot. Is it Little Lamb Hot Pot? Sorry. Little Lamb Hot Pot. And they really kept it going for us. And if you take a look, it's an absolute little wonderland right outside. I think it's a guest house and a place that you can go and eat. And they really kept the wonder going, guys. If you, there you've even got Vanita admiring the snowman there.
But even last year, their place was beautiful, and they made an effort, and it really looked great.
Yes, I can't say every year because I've only been here last year, and it was so pretty.
No, it's super nice.
We've got love in it, so somewhere there's a meaning of Christmas coming through.
The dangers involved with taking these videos.
Yeah.
And then we went off again to endeavor to find. And along our way, that is the Independence Monument, am I correct?
Yes.
I asked, and the gents did correct me in that. And we'll do a whole thing on the independence of Cambodia and the Independence Monument, etc., one day. But just really beautiful, the monuments and that we saw along the way. And that's the Independence Monument that we found. And I have no idea what this little pagoda effigy thingy is.
That is just a little building over the statue of the previous king, King Norodom Sihanouk.
What does Ilandi say? Thank you to our photographer for nearly being killed to get these. And we've lost Anderson.
Oh, did they drop out? Oh no.
Well, we'll wait a while over here to see if they get back in again. They seem to have cut out, so we'll just put the brakes here and chat. What did you say? It is a little thing over a spaghetti what?
It is a statue over it's like a, what do you call it? A gazebo over the statue of the previous king, King Norodom Sihanouk.
Oh, okay. I wasn't close enough. This is just on the drive-by that we took it. No, I didn't go into the middle of the road for everything. Thanks, Ilandi.
Andre, I think we sort of covered the Independence Monument a bit with our Independence Day.
Yes, you did
as well.
Actually, yes, we did. Sorry, you're correct, because we actually covered Independence Day as well. Yes. So that really worked out well there.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about the Independence Monument and what it's all about, tune into our previous episode about Independence Day.
The video is on YouTube. It's available.
Yes, I don't know what episode it is. So let's see if I can get Honest and them back in again.
See, Ivan is working on emojis here.
What does that emoji even mean? I need to figure it out.
What?
What does that emoji mean?
Which emoji?
This one.
It's
looks like he's saying shop or he's pointing at something.
The questioning one.
I like to use that one quite often, so that is probably that.
It looks like this.
Ivan, I'm too cool.
I'm too cool for school.
Yeah.
Let's see, yeah.
Keep them in our internet's strengths and are going well. And guess what? Guess what, guys?
Second screen is still working?
I assumed as much.
The second screen is still working, so yes, it's going to be a good Christmas. We're quite enjoying Restream at the moment, and Restream's pretty much got a nice little graphics and that for us. If you want to see us in a snow globe, or
you don't
see us, you'll see the snow globe, and we can get knitted
You still can't see us.
Yeah. In presence.
You can see Niels.
Niels hogs the show. Some light.
Semi-transparent.
but yeah, so StreamYard is Restream has been really good for us as well. Very basic and enjoyable. There we go. Welcome back.
There we go.
We did throw the
Guys,
dice. No worries.
our internet wasn't kind.
No worries. We actually were just waffling along to keep the brakes going there. Apparently that little doodah is to cover the statue of previous king or whatever. But yeah, welcome back. And then there's another, I don't know what that is. Niels, Hannes, you guys know it?
Commemoration thing for the king.
Okay, also have to do with the king and that there. And then this is just by Naga World, where we were eventually arriving. That's Naga 2. They had some very nice.
Yeah, that was quite nice.
Yeah, there we go. You can see that's Naga 2. They had some beautiful ones. And I think that's the top of Naga 2. What's Naga World is a very big hotel and gambling casino. And yeah, as you can see, the sign there says Naga World. I think it's named after the fish, the lucky fish, the Naga.
Probably.
I don't know. I'm busy grabbing its strings over here.
Probably they want you to have luck when you're there or something like that.
Yeah. And there's Naga 1's sort of entrance, but there were tons of people out there.
Just so God.
It was just moving and mowing with people. If you take a look there, it was amazing. But we found, camera's struggling to focus on everything, sorry. But we found our utopia of lights in the heart of Cambodia, in the gardens of Naga World. And as you see, everyone's got masks on.
Yeah.
But there's our Christmas tree. Who took that? I think that one was yours, either yours, Devon, or yours, Vanita. One of the two.
I don't know. I took so many, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
I had to clip and throw. So
check on the left. That sign there. It looks like it says no drone flying. You see?
It does.
It does. It says no drone zone.
Yeah.
But in other words, shut up and stop droning on. No, I'm kidding.
I think it's got something to do with being too near to the palace. The palace area is actually a no drones area.
Oh.
I've seen
And that garden is actually called the Garden of Hun Sen.
where the Christmas lights and that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was donated by Hun Sen to the people of Phnom Penh.
Oh,
right. Wow.
Very nice to know that. You see, this is why we got you here. Yeah, and I've seen a couple of those drone thingies around the place, no drone zone sign, and I actually read it, so I do know it does actually say no drone.
Well, when we took our students to the palace for a field trip, I wanted to take some pictures of the guard in his little guardhouse. And I was forbidden from doing that. I wasn't allowed to take any pictures of the guard.
Wow. On the outside? Wow.
On the outside, correct, yeah. They said to me, no pictures of the military is allowed to be taken.
Ooh, pretty strict there.
Yeah, they are. Look, I can understand it.
Yeah,
Sounds like North Korea.
Just as well, we haven't got any pictures of guards from the outside of the palace taken by Vanita, streaming live on our stream at the moment.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah, they might just come and fetch me from my home.
It wasn't us. Okay, so yeah.
It wasn't me.
A beautiful, beautiful garden, really.
They did make a lot of effort.
Yeah, which is nice because, as I said, town was a little less jovial than what we wanted or expected. There's your main Christmas tree in the middle. Beautiful, beautiful. And as you can see, the reason there aren't any people on the inside is it was cordoned off. Anita, you said something that it wasn't cordoned off previously?
Yeah, they cordoned it off yesterday morning because the people were getting too close and there wasn't enough social distancing going on. So, and the people were just overcrowding the place. So Naga decided that they were going to just cordon this off just for COVID safety.
Okay, so yeah, it still plays a part in, but yes, didn't veer the people from around, but yes, it did keep it clear. As you can see, there was a lot of people.
Hopefully next year the barriers won't be there.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll be around the grass. I'm sure you're not supposed to be walking across the grass.
Yeah.
You would be able to walk down those pathways and that. But it's absolutely beautiful. The main thing you're wanting to say here is, you know what, there is Christmas in Cambodia. Take a look at that. Take a look at those beautiful decorations. As Vanita was saying, the kids are all excited about it. They count down to Christmas. Got some beautiful gardens to go through. So I think in the long run, our little venture was successful. Reindeer, main Christmas tree again, having a ball, as you can see.
It does make it feel a lot more like Christmas compared to what we used to.
I have to stop on that one. That's the cutest photo you took.
Well, Elandi and Ina saw it first, and then they said to me, you got to take a picture of this little girl.
Oh,
So Dad was sitting next to her, and first of all, she just didn't want to look at us. She was like, like down. And then Dad's like tapping her, going, look at them. And then eventually I got this one where she sort of like got looking at Dad instead of looking at me, but yeah, too sweet, man.
Look at the crazy foreigners in front of you.
Yeah.
They're all good cameras.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. What a cute little Santa outfit she has on and everything.
Yeah, exactly, Elandi. I agree with you on that one.
What has she got? I'm not looking at the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, she's got their true Christmas spirit, getting the adults to walk around and eating candy, cotton candy like kids.
And that's what we did.
Yeah, and man, I love cotton candy, or candy floss as we like to call it in South Africa.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I haven't had it all the time, and I was rather chuffed to find it. But I think that is just the epitome of cuteness. I think we'll load this video, Landy, if I'm sure you're watching and listening. Pop it onto the Facebook page, and I'll probably load it onto Andre's Adventures page as well, since I haven't had anything there yet. Back on there, but that's beautiful, that little one. Couldn't go without it. And I think, Vanita, these are your shots as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Beautiful clear shots of the ball, the nutcracker, and the candy canes. They're all up around that garden.
There was a nice spirit there amongst the people as well. There was a lot of friendliness in amongst the Khmers and stuff like that, towards the foreigners. When COVID, I remember when COVID first started, they wanted to keep their distance from us. But last night, I didn't feel that same negativity towards the foreigners being the ones that are bringing COVID. So it was nice. It was good to be there.
Yeah.
We were saying last night, you were saying, and we actually noted, you're not sort of being avoided because of COVID type of thing. And then, yes, the big sign there. And I did a little bit of altering to the sign, but Merry Christmas to everyone and a Happy New Year, which we'll have a New Year's stream, I'm sure. But yeah, that's from your team, guys. We were up on the billboard now, yeah. Right.
No, thinking. Not that famous yet.
Okay, yeah, some magical moments. But I think we managed to find the spirit of Christmas. What's Elani say? Except for one other family, we were the only foreigners.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even see another foreign family there.
Yeah.
I didn't see any.
So, yeah.
Hello.
There we go. I'm taking center stage then. But then, let me just take this out because you sent me some very beautiful photos as well.
Yeah, sorry for the lateness of them.
No worries, no worries. But I want to just bring that in too because that was really.
Oh, where was that?
At Himawari this morning when we went to meet Landy. Sophia and I saw it at Himawari there. It was so cute. It's just like these gingerbread houses. They've made this village out of what looked like gingerbread cookies.
Cool.
They'd made these little houses there. And, you know, there is, I took another one which was not great, but from the distance I couldn't buy, flash wasn't close enough. It's a whole little village that they built with a big Christmas tree in the middle. And it reminds me of that movie, The Christmas Chronicles, where they've got this huge Christmas tree in the middle of Santa's village. And this looks so similar. I don't know if it was real cookies. It looks
Yes, I'm going to Himawari just now.
We're going to Himawari for supper.
Oh, yeah. So Landy says it looks like real cookies.
She says it's real.
Yeah.
That's it. We're going to Himawari to taste if it's real.
Foreigners get arrested for eating gingerbread house.
Really, really beautiful.
Yeah, there it is. There's
Oh, wow, that's cool.
It looks so cool, man. And then, of course, they've got the nice little nativity scene in the front there as well.
That is absolutely beautiful. I think you've got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And that is actually so nice to see in Phnom Penh because that spirit of Christmas isn't actually brought to the forefront here.
Yeah.
And it is wonderful to see that also being included.
You know, look, there are a lot of Cambodian Christians.
Yes.
Because we see them at church and, you know,
In class.
yeah, and we see them in class because my TA is a Christian, so it's great.
No, not even the kids. I've seen some of the kids and shown me a book before. But I think that's really, really beautiful. But all in all, I think by going to find the spirit of Christmas, going to find the lights of Christmas, I don't think Christmas is dead. And definitely it's alive in Phnom Penh. If you can see the people there in Cambodia. Cambodia Christmas is still there. The lights are there. The beauty is there. The spirit of it is there. And I think the biggest spirit of Christmas is what you find inside your heart as well. And the joy, and who said it? Elandi said it, that getting adults to walk around like kids and eat candy floss. Okay, Elandi's saying cookies are real. They bake it there.
Okay, so Himawari actually bake it themselves. Thanks, Elandi.
Okay, we'll all get into a tuk-tuk and be there in half an hour.
Yeah, but we don't know how long they've been standing there, Divan. They might be kind of dusty by now.
Yeah.
Just to elaborate a bit on Himawari, so Himawari is a hotel with a residential part as well, and I must say they're quite invested in their residents as well as the general public, where they always do these displays. I don't know if you remember with Halloween as well, they had the Halloween party for kids, and so they are quite invested in entertainment for not only their residents, but as well as the general public.
Nice. Something about Christmas as well is I think it creates the best memories around. Good or bad, doesn't matter. It creates memories. One of my fondest memories is when my grandson came to Cape Town, and he used to sit with his elbows on the table, and he used to flick him, whammo, and with my aunt and everybody in Cape Town, we always used to, everybody, all the cousins and aunts and uncles and everybody used to get together. And we used to be anything from 25 plus people sitting around tables at somebody's house. And my grandson was given the opportunity to sit next to my aunt at the Christmas table that Christmas. And everyone had finished and we were chatting and everything, and my aunt was sitting with her elbows on the table like that. And he looked at her and he said, You better take your arms or your elbows off the table before my dad sees you. And I realize strictness must have been. But I think you guys have got quite a few stories up the sleeve on us. I think you've got some good ones. Good ones, hectic ones.
Look.
Our last one in South Africa.
Yeah, our last Christmas with family was in South Africa in 2012. Yeah. And then Thailand.
Tell the story about the 2012 one.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're here for the media bits.
Yeah, we went obviously as family. A whole lot of us went to church that morning in Jeffreys Bay, and that was me and Vanita's first Christmas together as well. We went to church, and then we all got together at my sister's holiday house at Crom River near St. Francis Bay. And we were
just about to sit down for lunch.
We were a lot of people, and like normal with South Africans, lots of food and everything was ready, and we were just ready to sit down for lunch. And I walked outside on the balcony overlooking the river, and I looked towards St. Francis Bay, and something just didn't look right. And I went back inside and I called my brother-in-law, and I said to him, "Hey, come look! There's a lot of smoke coming from St. Francis Bay side. Come and look." And we went. He went out with me, and while we were looking at the smoke and trying to find our direction towards St. Francis Bay, my sister's phone rang. And it was the guy that actually did the church service that morning at Victory Church. They're very good friends with my sister and them. It was actually the pastor's wife, shouting, screaming on the phone, "We guys must come and help! Must come and help! The houses are on fire!"
Good grief! On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day, yeah. Now we knew it was going to be impossible with all the traffic and all that to go by road. So we all jumped into two speedboats, and we went along the river and up the canals and that. And yeah, it was hectic. It was hectic. Their house, they had a huge house, a beautiful place.
Okay, well, just to put some history on that, all those houses have got thatched roofs.
And somebody was, I don't know if they ever figured out how the fires really started, but there was lots of different theories, but
a lot of damage.
Even as big and fat as I am, I was on top of the roof, climbing on top of roofs and with hose pipes and fire hoses and stuff, just trying to save houses and that. But I mean, there was a lot of damage. There was one house, just 2 or 3 houses up the road, that burned down completely with this guy's fancy Mercedes Benz, and next to it was a Porsche, and next to it was a beautiful speedboat in his garages. At the bottom of the house, that was all just ash. So yeah, that Christmas Day, our whole Christmas lunch, when we eventually got home, we were called at about 12 o'clock that morning, before 12 that morning, and we got home at about 4:30 that afternoon. I mean, I was all full of burns and dirty and tired and all that. So yeah, Christmas had a total different outcome that day.
But the nice thing about it's that sense of community that people get around Christmas time, which made such the difference as well.
Everybody pulling together again. Yeah. It's a sad way and a challenging way to come to learn to know Christmas in that sense. But that must be ferociously hectic. And it
Yeah,
sounds
it was hectic, and there was a huge storm, probably a 60, 70 km/h wind blowing. That made everything so much worse. I mean, Andre, I couldn't believe that day how quickly thatch roofs can catch fire if they're not treated properly, because a lot of those people had those houses treated, the roofs treated with anti-fire substances and stuff, but they didn't repeat it and they didn't do it for such a long time. I mean, there were houses, literally, we will be killing a fire, and the next thing, 4 or 5 houses down the road,
wow.
a roof will just ignite. It was just jumping like crazy. It was, no, it was hectic.
Yeah, and
It
then we
was
went
hectic.
from a Christmas there
But
to
Christmas in
very
Thailand.
different to
I just
Thailand.
want to ask you about that other place first with the fire.
Yeah.
With the cars and the boats and that, it sounds like quite an affluent area. It wasn't just like little rondables or.
No,
Yes,
no, it's
no,
very
it
affluent.
is.
Sounds like it was a pretty expensive estate area.
It is.
It's all on canals.
It's a marina
It's a
style.
marina on canals. Yeah, it's a millionaire's paradise. All the holiday houses and a lot of people living there as well. Retired people living
Very
there and
affluent.
all that. But it's a very rich area.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a hectic Christmas. That's, you know, when you say you're generating strange, we should have said sometimes not such great memories. Although, as you say, if you take a look at a different paradigm, it's definitely pulling together and actually sort of seals the meaning of Christmas in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then our next Christmas was in Thailand,
Wow.
which was, and we had 6 different nationalities sitting around the table.
The United Nations of Christmas.
Yeah. So we first ate lunch at somebody's house, and then we took our little Christmas tree with us, and we all moved down to the beach, parked it on the beach, and then off we went swimming in the sea and just took our wine and beers and everything with us, and we carried on with our drinking and celebrating on the beach, which was cool. It was very different, whole different atmosphere. Then first Christmas ever with anything other than South Africans, which was great. It was
Yeah, but we eat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody brought something, and man, there was food enough for kings, for sure. It
As
was
long as
great.
you could eat the food. As long as
Oh,
they
yeah,
weren't
no.
like-
No, we could, because there was Americans and Irishmen and British and South Africans.
Yeah, no, we didn't buy food.
Yeah,
we
we
made
all cooked our
we
own
had our
food.
own stuff.
Okay.
Oh, but trust me, there's nothing wrong with Thai food. Hey? Thai food's good.
You had the United Nations of Christmas that year, it sounds like.
Yes, it was very good. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then after that was China.
Yeah, then we had our first white Christmas. After that,
Oh, I would love that. I would so love that.
it was really nice because of,
The
the
Christmas
traditional Christmas food.
Christmas time, Christmas in China is huge. It's might be for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Mostly commercial.
Totally commercialized. There is, mind you, they say there's about 200 million Christians in China.
But they're not as visible as they
Yeah.
are.
They're not allowed to be visible. So a lot of Chinese celebrate Christmas on the quiet, but from the commercial side, it is massive. The whole city is decorated
Wow.
like those lights we saw at Naga World last night.
Yes, yes.
The whole city looks like that. The streets, the parks, everywhere looks like that.
Because the municipality, let's call them that, they actually go around decorating the streets
Yeah.
and the parks. And then they've also building these ice sculptures all over
Wow.
because they have the lake in, and then they build these ice sculptures after the lake is frozen over. They build these ice sculptures.
Yeah, combine all the lights and stuff with the snow and that it's
Unique.
actually a wonderland.
Yeah.
Really
That's when
nice.
we went for lunch at a 5-star hotel.
No, when Casey was so pissed. Yes.
Yeah, that was another experience as well. So yeah,
I think snow would be. Devon, Niels, you guys ever seen Christmas? I think the only way us South Africans ever saw a white Christmas if we went to Oranje on Christmas Day. No, I'm kidding, but anyway, forget about that one.
We've got to a white Christmas was when we went to Mainland if they had their Christmas theme park up there.
Yeah, they used to have a bit of snow in that up there, or crushed ice or something to that effect in London Park Shopping Centre. But we've never experienced the real thing. Ivan, you've been in.
I have experienced snow twice,
but a white Christmas.
Never in Christmas time. No.
I think
our winter's at the not at the wrong time.
No, in South Africa, the only ice you get on Christmas Day is the ice in your drinks.
met ice, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so you've had a firefighting Christmas, you've had a United Nations Christmas in Thailand, you've had a white Christmas, snow Christmas in China.
Yeah, I mean, even from the school side, the school where I was working then, look, it was a big school with many campuses, but the Christmas party for the school had to happen over 2 nights because there were just too many people. I was Santa Claus, all dressed up. Listen, yeah.
Oh, talk about Andre
properly dressed up as Santa Claus.
Andre too. He can also about.
Also lost, yeah.
And then
and Devon.
And
Elf on the Shelf.
As Santa Claus, I nearly ended up killing a child.
Oh no!
Yeah, the TAs were supposed to keep the kids away from me, but they couldn't quite do it. And I mean, with this huge Santa suit and the beard and everything, I couldn't keep further than 2 meters in front of me.
No.
I'm walking and I tripped over a little boy and I fell flat on top of him with my 120 odd kilograms or whatever. I got such a fright. I thought this guy is going to be killed.
But he was fine.
Luckily, he was okay.
The excitement of seeing Santa just numbed everything.
Yeah.
I can just see this.
But it was very well. It was very well organized, and when they had beautiful Christmas performances and stuff, they practiced for weeks before the time. So it was quite cool.
Yeah, I think COVID's. Oh, geez, sorry.
You're sharing it.
You want to give us another video there, Andre?
I meant to take it out there. Sorry, take it out and I put it back in.
Wants to show that his second screen is working.
Yeah, the second screen. But yeah, Devon steered me clear of dribbling any kids across the floor.
Yeah.
I have not had a white Christmas. I'd love a white Christmas. I've had wonderful experiences being Santa. I used to be, I don't know, who of you remembers the OK Bazaars in South Africa? When it used to be like a multi-store, you know, you could buy everything. They had a record bar, there was a toy department, there was everything like that.
And they always had a restaurant like a Wimpy with a nicest hamburgers.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And milkshake.
Devon won't know anything about it. He's still, maybe even Niels as well. I think they both a little bit young. Rather young for that.
I was the Father Christmas for OK Bazaars. I was in the newspaper even.
Hey,
and I used to ride around the toy department on a skateboard and shoot the cashiers with cap guns.
Oh no.
I would love to see that.
I don't know if I'd get it right now, but I'm an avid skater and I'm sure I could put the skateboard.
Maybe Ina's got a video hidden away somewhere or something.
Well, Ilandia has promised Ina, the challenge is accepted. We will give them a white Christmas this year.
I'm a little worried about that.
I don't know how she's going to achieve this. Niels, what do you know?
something.
I know she said something about getting flowers. So
Well,
Flour or white whipped cream or something is coming up.
whipped cream. Aye.
Hoe gaan jy nou heen?
Flour is all right. Whipped cream is another story on its own.
It's I don't know. Ivan, whipped cream should excite you.
Yeah, no, I don't like that challenge.
But you don't have to worry. It won't be happening to you. It will be happening to us.
Who says?
You've got to be the one.
So the women are together in the
You've got to be with Ilandi and Ina and Sophia creating this. You're part of the culprits. That's it.
No. I've already said that I'm doing everything here because I'm not going to crowd it.
please, ladies, just bear in mind, if you give us a white Christmas, you'll be doing 3 episodes on your own, not just 2.
Yeah. Ladies,
Check the further comment. Check the further comment.
guys, yeah, you will be white like snow on Christmas.
I'm already super white. I'm as white as a goat. So you
Look
can't.
at me, guys. I don't get any lighter than that. You put
Yeah,
same.
same.
I look tanned. But yeah, guys, the ladies have agreed to do the next show. Seeing as the guys have done this one, and it's our second show that the guys
Next
are doing.
2 they do by themselves.
So the ladies have agreed to do the next one, and Landy's on the ball here.
Wait, who are you?
And then we can comment while they talk.
Neil.
Yeah.
I can always throw you with chunks of ice.
Yeah, well.
Okay, but the ladies have agreed. So I know we're doing a semi-basically recorded show for next week, so that we do keep the live going. So it will come out live. It will come out at South Africa at 12 o'clock, and it will come out on Cambodia at 5 o'clock next week. But it may be very, very pre-recorded. So therefore, the ladies will not only be ensuring that next week is your entertainment on pre-recording, but the ladies will also ensure that your new year is alive with the ladies. We'd like to see those ratings, because the guys' ratings in the last one were of the top, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Niels knows it. Niels knows it. We were of the top ratings when it was just the guys. We want to see if the ladies can put their money where their mouth is. And no, you may not strip. It's a family friendly, and we don't want to scare children.
Yeah. Okay. This party's getting rough.
Yeah. Let's move on. No polls. So, anyone else? Niels, what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, I can't say that I've been around long enough to have one that truly stands out. I know one year I decided just before Christmas to get on an airplane and fly down to Cape Town, which was great fun. Spent Christmas in Cape Town. Did that a couple of years. So yeah, that was quite an experience. Was down in Cape Town. That was really one of my favorites.
Okay. So here's my comment to Ilandi's comment.
Well, Ilandi says, what? Girls' night out on a boat with lots of wine. What do you girls think? And I don't know. We are being attacked on show. You know, what happened to support?
As I agree.
Niels, you know you're going to Louis this one. You're going to Louis this one, Niels.
Not even you know, I can spell my name correctly.
Who's Louise?
Niels, tell us who Louise is. Okay. Back to Christmas, because I think I derailed us a little bit far from where we should be for Christmas. But I don't know. My favorite Christmas when I was very young was basically when we used to get the whole family together and everything to that effect as well. And, it was aunties and uncles and everything. And then we grew up into pretty smaller Christmases. And I learned to hate Christmas in retail. I hated it. I have In South Africa, I was in retail, and Hannes, yeah, you're nodding because I think you've had a couple of Christmases like that as well in business and that. And you know what they say, time of loving, time of giving, time of goodwill, good cheer, and happiness to everyone. Be in retail. Be in retail. I have never seen such nastiness, such greed, such arrogance, I've seen the worst come out of people at Christmas in retail. And I'm talking about customers, people who will walk straight out of church into your store, and next thing they are spewing, seething poison. And you know what? It was just another day to get out. You know what? If we can get past this season, we can actually make it through and carry on for the next year. Only being back when I came to Cambodia last year, that I experienced my first Christmas where, wow, you know what? You closed. There's Christmas, there's friends, and wow, they're actually nice. And suddenly you start getting Christmas back. And this year I'm kind of looking forward to it again. It's just, you know what, in retail, you cannot believe when people say Christmas is a time of goodwill and what's it, good cheer to all men or all women or all people or whatever. But to see the worst come out of men and women in retail, it is absolutely atrocious, sadly. But that behind us, I'm really, really looking forward to having my Cambodian family together with me this Christmas. As you can see, there they all are in the screen in front of me. And
that's the nice thing about where you're at now. You know, you work Monday to Friday, you've got your weekends free, and
Christmas time off.
Everything is just so much more relaxed and better.
It's nice, you can smile again. Yeah, that's the nice thing. And it's lovely to hear all the experiences. As I said, I haven't had a vast experience at Christmas. I've really not had to go and beat down a fire during Christmas Day. That just sounds mad. And then when you said in Thailand, I thought, oh, well, didn't you hit the beach? And of course you hit the beach.
Of course.
And then, of course, I think the most beautiful thing on earth must be able to, let me get that message off, you nice little monkey. The most beautiful thing on earth must be to be able to have a white Christmas.
Yeah. You know, Andre, talking about Christmas, I think what also happens is when you abroad and away from your family, like, you know, that first Christmas we had in Thailand, everybody, it was most of us first Christmas away from family. You know, so you miss your family extra at that time, obviously. And, you know, everybody sharing the same missing feeling. And that brings you, it brings you so much closer to each other as well when you.
It creates a unity amongst each other that you wouldn't normally experience.
Yeah, because it's like this, we're all that we've got out here. And especially coming from South Africa, it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. We know that. But we also know that it doesn't want us anymore. So it's difficult to be able to go home again. I mean, we can visit and that, but you can't go and settle there. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't be where we are. But we are looking on the bright side because we are so blessed with many different things. And we are very, very fortunate, as Vanita pointed out, that we can grow close and have a family for Christmas here. So guys, do not cry for us, Argentina, because we're in Cambodia and we have our Cambodian family over here as well. And we have Spice Gold rum too. But maybe not the whole Christmas thing. But guys, I think I'm going to call it around about there. Hannes, I hope you will join us, Hannes and Vanita, again with some more stories. Hannes, because I know you've got a bag full of stories, and we could probably spend the next hour or two just picking your brain on them, because I know there's one from when you went we were talking about the one day when you went to the Grahamstown Festival and you were selling, I think, was it the windmills or braais or something like that along the roads, and you've got a fistful of stories to tell. So, you know what, we should get up the fire and zap a little marshmallow or two there. And Vanita, in Afrikaans, I'm not allowed to say it, maar I think you have geboek because you are up with the ladies, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
I think I will join the united front of excluding myself from the gut whenever the ladies exclude themselves again.
Andre, Mike.
but it's good to add you on as well because I mean we've specifically wanted you guys to get your different experiences, and it's you two that experience together. I mean, you were talking about the Great Wall of China that we'd like to hear about. I think you were talking about where you walked and went around and you were practically harassed. There's the story of when you were your and all of that type of things, and your foofy slides this way, and I mean you had to leave Vietnam in a hurry, and I still have that wonderful picture in my head of you sitting in the middle of the floor, and
in the middle of the airport.
I'm watching, but trying to repack cases and things. I mean, you've got an amazing wealth of stories and experiences to tell, and I think that's what a lot of people also want to just hear is the stories and experiences and things like that. And that's what the Sunday Salad's all about. Is a nice chat and a visit together.
Andre, you must make a note there. Let me tell you a story that happened at the Kaka and Car in Oudtshoorn.
Okay, no, don't get Hannes started now because then we'll be here for months on end.
But so, this is why I said, you know what, I don't think we're at the end, and I think Niels has got a good couple of stories because I know he's been wound up at a rally before and mistaken for one of the ZZ Top 2 guitarists. And Divan's had to make mass exits from China as well, and actually redone his life over here. So we've all got some good stories, but Hannes, I'd really like to hear yours because you got some good. You know what? When my coffee mug gets filled up one day, the one that was shown me, this is for your stream. I'm drinking not coffee.
We'll get him to do that yet. So yeah, just good fun.
But from my side, I know this. You know what? It just seems that the time is so short. So I really would like to hear some more stories and things. So please put them down, and we can actually sit and listen and chat, and we can really relate to the different kinds of stories. Guys out there, I hope you enjoyed this as well as much as what we did, and that you also find the meaning of Christmas in your homes, in your hearts, and with your family. And as you found out, family doesn't need to be blood; they just need to be together. Niels, anything from your side?
No, I am all wrapped up for Christmas.
Divan,
like and stop.
Benita and Hannes, from your side.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that's it for tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for Christmas until next year.
Until next year for Christmas, except you're going to see the big Christmas bake-off and the women getting all together and throwing their cookie jars and everything to that effect next week. We'll get that sorted out for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Miss you guys for the week. Thank you so much again. Always fun for having you. Please drop us a mail, even if you just want to say hi, motleymegs2020@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Take care. Be good. And remember, if you can't be good,
bye-bye.
At least be kind.
Goodbye, everybody.
Sorry, wrong one.